In my previous episode, I spoke a little bit about the site of Jericho and how I connected the ritualistic pattern by discovering the plastered skulls in the site. Today, I'd like to discuss about a similar site in the region of Konya in Turkey. There was another site known as Çatalhöyük, and that's how it's pronounced, spelled a little different but pronounced that way. Now this is not the oldest site, but significantly a very large site. And why is it considered large? Because approximately around 8,000 inhabitants occupied that site. This site was also, I think it existed somewhere between 8,500 years ago. What is unique about this site is that the houses were, there were no pathways, there were no streets as such. So the houses were built attached to each other, and if the people had to travel or move to different houses, they would climb up on the roof and enter another house through the ladder within the house. They also discovered communal ovens on top of the houses, so it is assumed that they had festivities or activities above the houses. Similar to the Jericho site, they found the bodies were buried below the houses, and the skulls were excavated and plastered and kept in the house, probably to worship them or just as a ritual as such. Now, how is this site related to art? I think it is one of the oldest sites where art existed on a day-to-day basis. It was a very important part of their daily lifestyle. This can be this is observed because of the various artifacts or the art that was found in pretty much every household. From the walls, they had geometric designs, they had art on the plastered walls, art of day-to-day life of the human beings hunting, or animals or antlers facing each other. Different kinds of artwork was found on the plasters of the walls of the house. Similarly, within the house, they found art made out of clay or plaster. Figurines, various different kinds of figurines were used to decorate the walls. They were used near the communal ovens. They were used. They were plastered on the outdoor wall of the house as well. I think one of the most unique figurine discovered was that of a lady who is sitting in between two felines. The uniqueness of it was the figurine, the human form was connected to the animal form. So that was the unique feature about this figurine, and that was not the only one. There were many that were discovered in most of the houses in different forms, but they had animals interacting with human beings, and those figurines were found. So that is another unique form of art. Also, what is said about the inhabitants of this site is they believed they extensively gave up on the nomadic lifestyle of hunting, and they settled down more and engaged more into agriculture and growing their own products and using resources from within amongst themselves. This change of lifestyle not only brought out more of their intellectual or the creative side, it also gave rise to a harmonious community, I would feel, whereas the aggression from the hunting days were reduced to a more peaceful kind of interaction amongst themselves. This would be a great progression, a huge progression to the human species, and based on the research and the studies and what they excavated, art is said to have played a major or huge role in this community. I feel that was an important discovery and I wanted to share that today. Thank you for staying tuned with me.